Hey, what's going on? This is Ola coming to you live from my Empire Pro studios. Today we're talking about voicemail marketing and prospecting secrets for real estate wholesaling. But we're also talking about I'm gonna give you okay. So by the end of this video, I'm gonna give you two different gifts, okay? One of them, I'm actually going to give you my exact script for voicemails. I'm going to give you the exact script. I'm also going to give you access to a cheaper way of skip tracing phone numbers. Okay. So my name is Ola, coming to you live from my Empire Pro Studios. I'm the author of Smart Real Estate Wholesaling. It's a 300 pages book. It's a large print. So maybe if it's less, I'm actually going to do another version with a smaller print. It's a 300 pages book. You can find it at smartrealestatewholesaling.com to download your free PDF copy. It's also available like this in paper, Kindle, as well as audiobook if that's what you prefer. All right. So now with that being said, I need to point out to you that we do have a mastermind. It's $10 per month and it's called 3pillarsystem.com. If you want to learn step by step how to get started and get to your first 4 deals, that's basically my job. After 4 deals, you can do whatever you want with this game. Why? Because when I started, my first deal closed back in December 2005. But actually, I stumbled into it. So what happened is that I had a mentor who helped me with my next 4 deals, and I'm very grateful today because if I didn't have that, chances are I won't be in the business 13, 14 years later. So that's something I wanted to make sure I stress for you. So today we're talking about voicemail marketing and prospecting secret. Why do I say that? Because voicemail is actually one place that people check all the time. Well, you know that the majority of the attention that you're going to capture, because at the end of the day, as a wholesaler, you are primarily a marketer. So let's talk about wholesaling for a second. What is wholesaling? What is wholesaling, right? Well, real estate wholesaling is the art and science of finding deeply discounted properties. And if you want to make money in the business, this is basically where you want to position yourself. There are other aspects, which is turning it for profit, which some people will argue, partly myself, that if you build a buyers list, you can make a lot of money in the game. But here's the thing with the buyers list, you only have control of your media form, okay? You have control of the media, which is basically you have control of your list, right? And there's a saying in digital marketing that the money is in the list, but honestly, the money is in the relationship of the list. But I'll tell you that something else, that there's money in control. Okay, if you have control of the deal, there's money in that as well. But I'm going to tell you something: the main control is going to be in consistency. The real secret in this game is really consistency. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you put yourself in a position where you can be consistent with whatever part of this business you've decided to plug into, just make sure you're positioned in a place where you can show up consistently every single day, 5 days a week, possibly 7 days a week, even when you're sleeping, being able to pick up your phone. Well, all that is not necessary, but my point is that you can be consistently present. You're on people's radar in this business. If you can do that, you will make money. Okay, and one of the best ways to be consistently on people's radar is to learn how to put properties under contract. All right, and what you do is you find deeply discounted properties, you put them under contract. If you can do that consistently, you will win the game, because there will be all kind of, if you're finding deals, there will be all kind of buyers, investors coming out of the woodworks ready to purchase these deals, plus pay you to purchase the contract, the equitable interest in the property from you. And all of that is stuff we covered step by step on this channel, in probably over 600 videos now. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below and click the bell right next to it so you're notified every time I come online. All right. So remember, we're talking about voicemail marketing and prospecting secrets, voicemail prospecting secret for real estate wholesalers. Okay. So as I was saying, I shied away from this for a while, but thank God I repent. Okay, and if you're one of these kind of people that shine away from this, please repent. Okay, because the voicemail is one place that people go an average person go and they check. Okay, so this is my phone, right? And I wish I was using Zoom so I can share a screen on my phone. But bottom line is that I keep my voicemail clean. I know there are some people out there that don't necessarily keep their voicemail clean, but I still do. Okay, and bottom line is that I'm holding on to this 24/7. Honestly, I'm getting to a place where I will have to put this outside of the bedroom, but I still take it to bedroom with me, and it's still right there. I don't pick up the phone at night, but I see what's going on. I'm on radar. Okay, so, but the point I'm trying to make here is that attention. If you know that primarily the idea of finding deeply discounted property is primarily a marketing activity. Okay, basically you're reaching out, or you've positioned a few things in place that's making prospects reach out to you. That's marketing. Okay, if you don't understand marketing, you're going to fail in real estate wholesaling. If you're not a avid ever growing student of marketing, you will fail in real estate wholesaling, because that's what it is. It's not about the houses, it's about the people, it's about serving people, and it's about looking for more people to serve. All right. So the attention is on this phone. So any way that you can show up on people's phone, obviously the internet is a great way to show on people's phone these days. Unlike 3, 4, 5, 7 years ago, now even when people browse through the internet, they do that for the most part through their mobile phones, right? So the attention is on the phone, but more importantly, text messages, right? WhatsApp messages. Okay, we do have a WhatsApp group, a VIP group, and you can ask us, so you can join as well. Um, but more importantly, people's text messages and their voicemail. All right, so they check that. So now in this video, I want to talk to you about how to strategically, using the same activities you're supposed to be having in the business anyway, how to use that to position yourself and what you have to offer, the value you bring to the table in people's voicemails. Okay, and you want to be able to do that with automation, of course. So we have something we covered in details in this book, so don't forget, it's called the three pillars. All right, and as a matter of fact, we created a three-pillar system after the idea, but you can learn all about the three pillars in the book. And it's basically value, automation, and people. VAP, right? And if you understand, those are the pillars that your real estate wholesaling business will survive on. And you need to learn how to set that up properly to be able to have a thriving and consistent wholesaling real estate business, right? So, value, what value are we talking about in this scenario right now? We're talking about a little message that gives value to the prospect that you can drop on people's voicemails, right? But automation, how do you automate that? So I'm not saying pick up the phone, this physical phone, and then start dialing people every single time and then try to leave that on the phone. That's an aggravating process. All right. And this is 2019 and beyond. It's not the most efficient way for you to use your time. Okay. Um, Knocking on doors is not either. Personally, you're going to spend a lot more money than you think you're trying to avoid spending by knocking on doors. Driving for dollars, in my opinion, is still one of the least possible way for you to, again, find deals if you understand business. Now if you're getting started, if that's how is that, if that attracts you and that's what you want to start with, sure. But I'm telling you is that there's no real formula behind it. It's basically you're shooting blanks, or you're shooting muds at the wall hoping that something sticks. Unlike just having control and understanding that it's numbers game and putting the numbers in, and then the numbers work in your favor. And this secret that I'm sharing with you right now is part of it, because it's actually part of a bigger picture. Okay, so there's no such thing as just voicemail. There is. Okay, there's a ringless voiced what do you call it, RVM, ringless voicemail out there. And I'm not talking about that here today, and I'm not selling you a ringless voicemail platform either, because honestly, for there's some fundamentals that you need to learn about the business, that if you don't learn those things, no matter how many softwares you purchase, you will keep coming back to square one. But sadly, after you've wasted a few months trying to run a software, a lot of people go through that. A lot of people get frustrated out of the business, trying to master all the software there is to learn when it comes to wholesaling real estate. So I'm going to tell you right now, it's very, very simple. You need to, let me see here. Uh, let's see. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you right now, it's very, very simple. All right. We need to understand the fundamentals, but we need to put that on automation. So that's second pillar. Third pillar, hello. Yeah, you guessed it right. People. This is about people. It's not about pieces of properties. The P doesn't stand for properties. Okay, it doesn't stand for real estate either, obviously, right? It stands for people. It's about serving people. You could drive around, drive for dollars all day long, and write down addresses. You still need to find the people that are in control of these properties so that you can give them an offer. And you give them the offer in the form of words. So again, by the end of this video, I'm going to give you my exact script of words that I leave on people's voicemail, but it's all automated. Okay, it's a part of a bigger picture. All right, and the bigger picture here is cold calling. Okay, so if you've been following me in recent times, I've been encouraging people that have not closed 4 deals minimum, especially if you have not closed 1 deal. I encourage you to use cold calling to get to your first 4 deals. Here's why. My fear with cold calling before was because I had, it was for a moment, it was the way the gurus teach it is lacking automation. You cannot run a business without automation in this time and age. At the very minimum, you need to have a phone and a laptop. You should have a phone and an access to a laptop that you can use anytime you want, because again, this is marketing in the digital age, and you need to be able to get to as many people as possible. You need to be able to get to 100 people in 1 minute, as opposed to spending the next 100 minutes talking to that one person. And then obviously you can talk to one person that has responded, that's basically doing business with you. That's called digging deeper, right? You can do that all day long, but I'm talking about when it's cold, when you're trying to reach to people, or you're trying to get people to reach to you. You're supposed to be playing the wide game, meaning a lot of people. You need to be reaching a lot of people in 1 second, in 1 minute, okay? As opposed to driving, and then the next 100 minutes you're driving, you haven't spoken to one person. That's the problem with driving for dollars when it comes to me. Now, chances are I am a marketing student and my background is partly marketing, so I automatically kick against anything that doesn't allow me to efficiently use my time and my marketing resources. All right. So now let's go to cold calling. Cold calling, traditional, you pick up the phone, you telemarketing, you dial, but you don't have to do that these days. You can use something they call auto dialers. Okay. And again, auto dialers, automation, you're using automation to call 50 to 100 people in any given hour. Okay. If you're dialing people one after, you're looking at the number you're dialing, that's extremely aggravating, and you're probably going to quit on yourself because you're not positioned for consistency. You see, consistency is one of the hardest things for human beings to do, including myself, till today, probably for the rest of my life. Okay. But because of that, I've learned to position myself for consistency. I position myself, some people may call it lazy, whatever, but basically I want to position myself where I'm going to work the hardest. Okay. Because I understand that hard work is a part of this formula, but I also understand that in this time and age, you have to be smart about it. So because of that, I position myself where it's easy. It's a little bit easier, maybe a lot easier for me to work harder. Does that make sense? So that's something that I want you to pay attention to. So consistency is number one secret in business, especially wholesaling real estate. But positioning for consistency is the second secret. Okay, because you could say consistency. I mean, you're not hearing consistency for the first time from me, but you're probably hearing positioning for consistency for the first time ever. Because everyone can preach consistency all day long. When it gets to time for you to quit, it's not something you control. It's just, life happens. You don't feel like it. You don't feel the excitement about the business any longer. And you woke up the second day and it's like, it's not working out. Life happens. The kids, you got to take the kids to the doctor. You schedule a doctor's meeting. You schedule other stuff. You have to answer to the wife. And before you know it, you quit on the business. And it was 6 months ago. And you didn't realize it, right? So if any of this is making sense to you, please make sure you give me a thumbs up, okay? Because it helps the channel grow, all right? It helps a lot more people see the channel. All right, um, so it's very, very important to pay attention to automation. So when I say cold calling, there's definitely no, it's not the idea of dialing one by one. It's auto dialers. There are a few auto dialers out there. There's Mojo Dialer. There's also Power Dialer from the Red X, okay? And but the one I recommend, if you join us, is $10 a month in the 3-pillar system. The one I recommend presently, you will see it as something that I introduced to you on setting up the second pillar. Okay, so part of the auto dialer systems is that you don't have to leave voicemail manually every time you hit a voicemail. As you can imagine, when you're calling people, for a ton of the time that you're going to be talking to people, a certain percentage of time you're going to hit voicemail. As a matter of fact, I think I should share the number for our last calling session here with you. I'm going to go into our report. You cannot see my screen, but I'm just going to go into my report and show you from yesterday, right? So we don't, we're not calling a lot of people here, but the strategy is definitely a plus. It's a must for us here. All right, so 1,400 calls were made yesterday from here. 1,400. So you tell me, can you use your cell phone to dial 1,400 people in a day? I doubt it. Okay, you're probably going to get frustrated, right? But yes, I mean, in all of the 1,400, I don't know, maybe I made I made, I don't know, between 5 and 7 offers yesterday. So you must put yourself in a position where you're always making offers as well too, right? But anyway, we hit out of 1,400, we hit 71 answering machines, right? Out of 1,400, 751 no answers. Okay. Um, let's see here. But yeah, answering machines 71. So those are 71 people that I could have left a message on, right? And I get to choose if I should leave a message on it or don't leave a message on it. Now think about 71, right? Every single day for 30 days. I'm going to do that math real quick, right? So 71 voicemail multiplied by 30 days, right? That's 2,130 voicemails that I could have left in 1 month. And each one of those voicemail can potentially bring deals back to me. Okay, can potentially bring deals back to me. The people you talk to, okay, so we have a $3 system that's firing calls out to people, right? Let's do the math real quick. This list I'm looking at is not the best list, by the way. There were total, in that time, there were total 24 conversations that was made with actual real people, right? But there were 71. That's about what? About almost 3 times more voicemails that you get than actual people you speak to. So if all your concern is about just speaking to people and ignore the voicemails, you would have missed out on 71 different reach, right? Reach in marketing is called reach, right? And 24 people, again, is an opportunity that's there that you should be taking advantage of. Okay, so the beautiful thing about auto dialers is that you can record one voicemail on the auto dialer system, and every time you hear a beep on a answering machine, you just click one button and then you're on to the next call already, but the system is already leaving that same message. So you got to make the message generic but attractive enough. The bottom line is that the message has to have value in it, because you remember the 3 pillars. You must have value that you bring to the table. I don't care if you're setting up an ad on Facebook ads, if you're setting up an ad on Google ads. I don't care if you are cold calling. I don't care if you're driving for dollars, if that's what you choose to do, or you're knocking on doors or putting a bandit sign. Is the value that make people respond to you. If you have value, people will respond to you. Certain percentage of people will respond to you, depending on how good and how goodly targeted your marketing is, right? So in marketing, you have the 3 M's. You have the message, you have the market, which is the people, you have the message, which is the value you bring, but you also have the media, right? So the media can change all day long. What I'm advising you is make sure you're using a medium that allows you to be consistent, that position you for consistency, that you know that even if you're tired tomorrow, you can easily show up to your business, even if that means virtually, even if that means remotely, right? Bottom line is that something is showing up to run your business on a given day consistently. That's how you win the game of business and wholesale real estate. All right. So those 71 potentials voicemails that you can leave or choose not to leave. So my that's one of the reasons why I love cold calling using auto dialers, not cold calling manually, but cold calling using auto dialers, because basically you're just hanging out and you're doing it and you have the headset on, and then you talk to people that come on the line, or you press a simple button to leave a voicemail. You could have left 71 2,000 plus voicemails in any given month. All of those voicemails, people save their voicemails if they feel like they may need it at some point. Some people just save it. Some people don't respond right away. You just never know. See, one of the again in business in general, marketing is something you think, breathe, live, and you're always looking for opportunities that not everyone is thinking about, right? And but now, even if you're already cold calling, now you understand why it's very, very important that you set up the automatic voicemail drop system. That way you just drop voicemail. Some people use ringless voice tones for this, ringless voicemail, or the RVM system. But the from what I heard, because my brother runs that for us, it only goes to mobile lines, okay? But the one I'm suggesting here goes to any type of line that has an answering machine on it, either digital or analog, right? Basically, when you hear the beep, you drop the button, it move on to the system moves on to the next call or the next three calls, depending on what kind of system you set up, and then the voicemail is being left, and you don't have to do it over and over and over again. All right, so it's a beautiful thing. So in order for you to be able to do that, you need three things as usual. You need the three pillars, right? You need a script, which I'm going to share with you right now. I promise I'm going to share my exact script with you in a second here. The automation, you need to be using auto dialers. Okay, so if you want to know the one I recommend, it's one of either Power Dialer or Mojo Dialer. Mojo Dialer you can find at mojosales.com. Power Dialer is with theredx.com. They have it over there. But again, if you want to follow exactly how I do this, you can join us at threepillarsystem.com, where I actually train you how I use mine. But the third pillar is people. You need data. Okay, you can find data in a different array of different places. You can find that at the source list or listsource.com, foreclosure.com, foreclosures.com, realtytrack.com. There's different sources, right? So again, if you want to know the one that I recommend and why I recommend, and watch over my shoulder as I do these things, just come on inside threepillarsystem.com. But also there's a difference between you find the records of homeowners who are in foreclosure, who have vacant properties, who are absentee owners, who are facing possible foreclosure with an auction date, and you have all these things that you can search, and the search criteria, and you can come up with a list, right? But what you will have is just a list, right? There's some platforms that provide phone numbers already, but what I found from my experience is that platforms that already provide phone numbers typically they don't they don't, the phone numbers are not good enough. So it's better that you do what they call skip tracing, skip trace, right? That you allow you to trace the phone numbers of these people, and you need to do it in bulk, and then you load it into your dialer, and the system just dial those people automatically. Automation, the second pillar. You cannot avoid this if you want to build this business consistently and do it successfully. All right. So skip tracing. The beautiful thing is that skip tracing costs as much as let me see here. The different costs I've seen out there, I've seen 24 cents per record, 95 cents per record, $1 per record. Definitely I've seen that everywhere. That means for every phone number that you try to pull, they charge you $1 for it, 35 cents. And the cheapest I've seen thus far is 18 cents. And in order to get that, you have to be skip tracing 20,000 different phone numbers, records for people, 20,000 different people, right? Persons, right? So that's the cheapest I've seen out there. So what I've done, what my brother and I have done, is that we've created an opportunity for you to come if you're a member, the $10 per month member, okay, of our three pillar system. You can use our skip tracing services, and for as low as 7 cents per record. And if you are doing 3,000, you get 7 cents. If you're doing 1,000 or less, you get 10 cents. It's the cheapest anywhere. I haven't seen any cheaper. If you find any cheaper, good, go use it, right? But it's available for our members. Our membership is only $10 per month. But you can go there at threepillarsystem.com. So the gift that I wanted to give you before we leave, right? Let's go. The gift that I wanted to give you before I leave is the exact script that I leave on. Yes, I intentionally waited till the end to put this here because, again, if you watch my videos till the end, it helps the YouTube algorithm tell that I'm giving value. And hopefully I've given you some kind of value today. If I've said anything that made sense, please make sure you give me a thumbs up at least once to help us spread the word and help me grow my business. Thank you so much for that. All right, so let me look for the script. The script says, no, I'm looking at the wrong place. All right. All right, so the script will say, hello, this is Ola. I called because I am wondering if you would accept a cash offer on your real estate property. Please call back 732-888-5555 and let me know I am a private investor and I am very interested. God bless. That's it. That's the script. I leave that on 2,000 voicemails or more per month, of course, right? Because we run a whole system here. But basically, um, you can leave that on just 1,000, even if it's just 500 per month. Any one of those voicemails can work for you, and some of them may return deals back to you even 3 months from now. But basically, if you're leaving every month like that, eventually you have calls coming in and you have deals coming into you, because some people will save that voicemail, save your number automatically with it, and it brings deals back to you over time. That's why one of the best things you can do for your business is to actively, on a daily basis, be marketing and be prospecting, because it may feel like there's no results right now. Those results are going to come back and haunt you later, and you may end up having to change your phone number, personal phone number, to another number, and just leave your present number dedicated to the business, so you can return calls in, in a way that's trackable, right? So that's that. So hopefully that was helpful for you. Again, smartrealestatewholesaling.com. Go get the free PDF. It's available in Kindle, paper, and audio book as well. And hopefully you've been enlightened, educated. Please share, please subscribe, please click the bell. Please do all the nice, good old things you have to do to help tell YouTube that we're bringing some value here. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Have a nice one. Peace.